Oh, okay, hold on. Yeah, she's plugging in.
I'm in. I'm on.
Okay.
Oh wait, was it turned down? Are you there, Michelle?
I hear you.
Is she talking?
Yeah,
she's talking to you.
She's talking to me. Something's going on. I got her.
Okay. Can we say hello?
Live from Chicago's #1 news, ABC7 Eyewitness News at 7 starts streaming now.
On this hour of Eyewitness News, the arrest 5 years in the making. New reaction tonight on the deaths of 2 teens and on the arrests regarding the deaths of 2 teens in Delphi, Indiana.
Plus, as Election Day approaches, Governor J.B. Pritzker and challenger Darren Bailey are on the campaign trail, including one rally happening right now.
A bit later tonight, the $1 billion draw and the fun way people in Illinois got to try and get free tickets.
Plus, as you know, it is October 31st, so that means it is Halloween, and we are hearing from people that are out enjoying this celebration and trick-or-treating.
Yeah, fun show in store for you.
Yes.
And the man trying to turn one suburban community into a Halloween destination, too.
Well, thanks for joining us on this Halloween, this Monday evening, everybody. We appreciate it. I'm Cheryl Burton.
And I'm Rob Elgis. Yeah, thanks for being with us.
We begin tonight, though, with some breaking news. Out of Kane County, a deadly crash involving an SUV and a school bus. It happened at Campton Hills on Empire Road between Burlington Road and Route 47. The sheriff saying that the SUV crashed into the back of the bus, killing 2 people and seriously injured 2 more people who were all inside that SUV. 24 children were on that school bus along with the bus driver. School district leaders rushing to the crash site to check on all the students, and we have been told they are all okay.
Very invested and very involved in the incident, and of course there will be trauma care going forward over the next few days for anyone that was impacted.
All students on the bus have been released and they are back with their families tonight.
Breaking news out of the south suburbs, where police are investigating a report of an assault at Homewood Flossmoor High School. The district released a statement saying the alleged incident involved 2 students on campus this morning. The school says it is cooperating with law enforcement.
Now to the announcement people have been waiting for 5 years. An arrest in the murders of Libby German and Abby Williams in Delphi, Indiana. The 2 young girls found dead after taking a walk, a remote hike, on a trail in 2017.
Today, law enforcement officials celebrated the arrest but said little else about what led to the big break. Our Stephanie Wade has been in the community all day, starting with this morning's announcement. Tonight, she has reaction from family members and a closer look at what's next in this case.
Well, for the past 5.5 years, the question of who killed these 2 teenage best friends has weighed heavily on this Indiana community. And of course, the families. Well, today that question may have finally been answered.
You know, I had always told everybody that when there's an arrest, you'd hear me across the country, but it just didn't feel that way.
It was bittersweet for Becky Patty finding out this week that 50-year-old Richard Allen has been charged in the murder of her granddaughter, Libby German, and her best friend, Abby Williams.
It's the beginning of a final chapter, I guess.
I never gave up hope because I had so much faith that our detectives would keep working on this.
The Carroll County prosecutor not giving many details today, like what evidence they have against Allen or how police found him. The probable cause affidavit is currently sealed, and the investigation is far from over, they say. But perhaps the most frightening part for both the families and community is that Allen is from Delphi, meaning he's familiar with the area and the Monon High Bridge Trail where the girls went hiking on February 13th, 2017, and were found dead the next day.
That's going to take a while to process, but we'll get through the trial and then we'll have more to say.
ABC7 has found Allen has a limited criminal history and worked at a local CVS as a pharmacy technician. CVS saying in part, quote, "We are shocked and saddened to learn that one of our store employees was arrested as a suspect in these crimes." For nearly 6 years, the high-profile murder case went unsolved. Key evidence released, like audio clips and photos captured on Libby German's phone, thought to be the suspect. Roughly 70,000 tips later, the families never gave up hope, knowing there would come a day.
You guys are always using the phrase, today is the day. Do you feel that now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, Allen has entered a preliminary not guilty plea. He's being held without bond and is expected back in court in January. In Delphi, Indiana, Stephanie Wade, ABC7, Eyewitness News.
Stephanie, thank you for that report tonight. A demand for 200 new police cameras to crack down on crime in Chicago's Fulton Market neighborhood and the near West Side. The Fulton Market group says those communities are seeing more crime and cited this video example that you're looking at right here. It was taken by a private camera on September 22nd. You could see a dark colored SUV pulling up to a rideshare vehicle in the 4400 block of West Lake Street. Two people get out. They just began opening fire, wounding the passenger sitting in the back of the car. Then they drove off. The victim did survive. The Fulton Market Group says it wants the city to release tax increment finance district funds to help pay for cameras to deter these types of crimes.
The police are understaffed. By having these cameras, that's adding resources for them to identify where the crimes have occurred, how they've occurred, catch these criminals and put them in jail and prosecute them.
And the ABC7 data team analyzed the crime numbers kept by Chicago police for 12/14, which covers Fulton Market. So far in 2022, that beat has seen 2 shooting victims compared to 9 over the same time last year. But if you look at all the data going back to 2017, the number of shooting victims so far this year is more in line with previous years. The Fulton Market Group says it will call for those security cameras at the City Council Finance Committee meeting. That happens tomorrow morning.
That video was frightening. Gloomy and foggy start to the day this Halloween. There's a barge going by on the river right there. It's disappearing off into the spooky horizon. If you were driving to work this morning, you know it was a slow go. But the weather looking a little different for Halloween trick-or-treaters tonight. This is the Commercial Avenue Halloween event with kids who were able to have their faces painted as they went around for candy.
I know that fog cleared away, and the weather is great actually tonight because we have seen snow sometimes on Halloween.
3 years ago.
Yeah, look at that. Hi, baby. Getting your fill of the bucket there. Meteorologist Cheryl Scott is joining us with the ABC7 AccuWeather Halloween night forecast. It's been spooktacular so far, right? I think.
It's really been a great weekend, or a great Halloween, I should say. I wanted to start off with this awesome photo sent in from Michelle. We have Elijah here, and in my opinion, winning the costume contest here. Twister, baby Twister. I mean, take a look at everything that went into this costume and how adorable. So an A+ there. Hopefully all are enjoying your Halloween evening, wrapping up the trick-or-treating. I'm sure the kiddos are already getting into those Halloween baskets and eating all of the candy for dinner. Right now we sit at 55 degrees, mostly cloudy skies. And similar to last night, we are looking at fog to redevelop as we head into the overnight hours. Visibility is beginning to drop. Less than 1/4 mile back towards Oswego and Morris. Less than 3/4 mile visibility right now. So as we go into the evening, patchy dense fog. The good news is that the rain is ending. We'll stay mainly quiet and dry into the overnight hours. Temperatures slowly falling off, but we have a nice forecast to talk about to kick off November. Well above average temperatures on the way. We'll cover that in a bit. Back to you.
Okay, see you in a few minutes. Thank you. We want to update this breaking news. Chicago police officer is hurt after getting hit by a car during a traffic stop. Happened this afternoon near 83rd and Paulina. Police say the officer was asking the driver of a stolen vehicle to get out of the car. When that vehicle suddenly reversed, that knocked the officer to the ground. The officer hit his head. We're told the officer was taken to a nearby hospital in good condition. The vehicle and 2 people inside got away, but 1 person is in custody.
Now to San Francisco, and the man accused of attacking House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband, Paul, in their California home is expected to appear in court tomorrow. David DePape is now facing state and federal charges in the attack, including attempted murder, burglary, and elder abuse. Prosecutors say DePape broke in through a glass door, went upstairs, and then found Paul Pelosi sleeping. DePape allegedly woke Pelosi up and asked where his wife was.
What is clear based on the evidence that we have thus far is that this House and the Speaker herself were specifically targets of the defendant.
Pelosi was eventually able to get to the bathroom where he called 911 himself. Prosecutors say when police arrived, Pape was holding a hammer and eventually hit Pelosi on top of his head with it.
The Supreme Court justices could soon end race-based affirmative action in college admissions. This policy has been practiced since 1978. Oral arguments began in two major cases challenging the admissions policies at Harvard University and the University of North Carolina. Experts say it could impact workplace diversity efforts.
If the court goes so far as to endorse a completely colorblind approach to law, it's hard to overstate how dramatic an effect that might have on policies of many kinds throughout the country.
The Supreme Court, which has a 6-justice conservative majority, should have a decision out next year.
Well, the judge was set to sentencing date for the Waukesha Christmas parade killer. Darrell Brooks, who was convicted last week, was back in court today. The judge removed him from the courtroom 15 minutes into the hearing because he was being disruptive. He is scheduled to be sentenced on November 15th and 16th. Brooks faces 6 consecutive life sentences plus 859 years in confinement.
Robert Krimmel III is due in court tomorrow, his first court appearance since August. He's accused of killing 7 people during the Highland Park 4th of July parade. He faces 100 felony counts. Tomorrow's appearance is a case management hearing, so it's unclear what exactly will happen in court.
And Chicago dealerships and auto repair shops are having trouble keeping up with replacing stolen catalytic converters. Well, several say they've been waiting months for manufacturers to send parts. New numbers show that Illinois is one of the states hardest hit by catalytic converter thieves. John Roberts says his Prius was hit twice.
The first time it took me 3 weeks before they could find a catalytic converter. Now, I don't even know how long it's going to take.
Priuses and hybrids are more targeted because their catalytic converters contain more unused precious metals.
Investigators in South Korea still trying to figure out how 150 people died during a Halloween celebration in South Korea. 2 American students were among those killed. Stephen Blessy and Ann Geiske were among the dead. Blessy attended Kennesaw State and Geiske was a student at the University of Kentucky.
And military teams are still searching for people that are missing after a 143-year-old suspension bridge collapsed in western India. Authorities say the bridge collapsed under the weight of hundreds of people. Now, this is security footage showing that the bridge shakes violently before it collapsed. 133 people have been confirmed dead, with that number expected to go up. And most of the victims were teenagers, women, and the elderly.
It is the final stretch of the campaign. Republican candidate for governor Darren Bailey having a rally tonight in Glen Ellen. He's joined by Tulsi Gabbard, a former Democratic presidential candidate. That's live. Governor J.B. Pritzker also on the campaign trail in the suburbs today. As ABC7 political reporter Craig Wall tells us, suburban voters could hold the key to the outcome of this race.
Darren Bailey hoping that Tulsi Gabbard might hold the key to unlocking the vote of soft Democrats and suburban women with 8 days until the election, the two attending a lunchtime fundraiser in Palatine. Gabbard is a former congresswoman from Hawaii who ran for president in 2020 and then earlier this month announced she was quitting the Democratic Party because of the direction it was headed.
With this last week before the election, my message to voters here is to really look at what things matter to you most, to yourself, to your kids and your family, and which candidate best will fight for you and be your voice.
We want everybody to get out there because, it's a lot on the line this year.
Governor J.B. Pritzker starting his day in Arlington Heights campaigning with 2 state lawmakers and chatting with voters at local businesses, talking about the economy and other key issues for Democrats.
We're focused on making sure people know I stand up for a woman's right to choose, and Democrats do, and that Republicans are telling a lot of lies, hoping that they can, in a Hail Mary fashion, somehow win the race.
How much of a factor Gabbard's endorsement of Bailey might be is unclear. While she is a former Democrat, she's not very well known, and the Pritzker campaign believes she has baggage.
She's a pro-Russian conspiracy theorist. She's somebody that has, since she used to be a genuine Democrat, clearly has bought into some of the Facebook fakery and the kind of online lies that we're seeing.
I see Tulsi Gabbard as someone that realizes America is in trouble. She realizes Illinois is in trouble. She realizes Chicago is in trouble. And she realizes that the failed policies of what she once stood for simply aren't working.
In Arlington Heights, Craig Wall, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Sure to check out our voting guide for everything you need for the upcoming election. There's information on all the candidates and polling locations for you. You'll find it on our website and news app.
Opening statements today in the corporate tax fraud trial of the Trump Organization. The trial is being held in New York City. Former President Trump himself is not facing charges. The organization is accused of providing perks to some executives that were off the books and therefore not taxed. Former Chief Financial Officer Alan Weisselberg already pleading guilty to other charges and will testify against the Trump Organization. If found guilty, the penalty will be millions of dollars in fines.
Former President Trump making legal moves of his own today, asking the Supreme Court to keep his tax returns from being released to a congressional committee. The committee first asked for the returns in 2019 as part of an investigation into the IRS audit and tax law compliance program. Former president also recently asked the High Court to get involved in the FBI raid on Mar-a-Lago, but the court declined.
Well, back here at home, a Maine South football player is making Chicago proud for his efforts to help others. Noah Collins is being honored for his work hosting blood drives with the American Red Cross. After Hurricane Harvey, he saw a news story about the need for blood and got involved. Now he's being honored by making a difference on and off the field campaign by Buddy's Helpers, and he says anyone can work to help others.
I started when I was in 8th grade, and I was, I think, 14 years old. There's not really an excuse to say, let's do it tomorrow. Let's get it done today, and tomorrow will help too.
Well, last year, Noah was honored as a Red Cross Blood Service hero, and he is definitely a hero for us. I mean,
well done.
Such young civic engagement, learning at an early age about generosity and kindness.
Helping people.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Kindness, it's free.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
know,
Talked about that last
it goes
week.
a long way. Well, let's talk about the ghosts and goblins and the witches and all the princesses that are out and the superheroes this Halloween.
She is so excited.
I know.
The back end of this show is going to be awesome.
Okay.
Plenty of kids are out trick-or-treating this Halloween. Parents loving to see their kids all dressed up.
It's phenomenal. The decorations, the people, everyone's friendly.
It's like the best holiday ever.
Oh, best holiday ever.
Ooh. Many elementary school kids celebrating with Halloween parades also during classes today.
Now in Bensenville, a man trying to make western suburbs the spooky capital of the world, and for good reason. The Wilkes family Halloween draws over 1,000 people every weekend. Wow, in October to Bensenville Village Fall.
I've had kids coming now for the past 10 plus years that are like, I grew up on this and I remember this moment.
Well, the display has more than 2 million followers, wow, across different social media platforms. All right?
You have a whole bag of goodies, don't you?
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Yeah,
Yes.
happy Halloween.
I like it. It matches
You gotta get
your
into
dress.
it, right? My sister said I look like candy corn.
I'm not seeing it.
Happy Halloween. I know, I didn't either, but that's what my sister Sherry
Candy
said.
corn is terrible.
Well, see,
You don't
I
look
know.
terrible.
See,
No,
thank
you look great. Yeah. Does she like candy corn?
Maybe. I think she does.
Okay, 'cause then it's
she
a compliment.
does. Right.
Otherwise,
yeah.
we're
She's a
coming
very
after
creative
you.
spirit, so
That's
maybe
good.
she sees something very different. Not
Right.
there.
Just
We're going to talk
hungry.
about the best and worst candy for Halloween later on in the show.
Okay.
So
There are a few that,
yeah,
it'd
it'd be interesting to see what you say.
Okay, I've had
All
2
right.
pieces of your candy already. Are we bringing the pumpkin down here
Candy
for that?
girl, you are my world.
Celebrating Halloween is a rock and roll legend on wheels. The family who worked to create a special costume for their kid each year. He's riding in style.
This is an incredible
Yes.
story. You have to see. You will be so inspired. Plus, the new changes being considered at Twitter that could cost you money. We'll be right back on the other side of a break on this Halloween, everybody.
Hello, mic check, zombie.
Happy Halloween.
Oh, this is our second half hour. Are you looking at our surprise set?
Yes, we
We're
get
going
to
move over.
Well, you decorate outside your
Yeah.
office every year. Now, I did tell the newsroom, because Cheryl has had candy outside in a pumpkin, like the best candy. I'm not even kidding. If you have a favorite candy, you get it.
We should re-rack that video, because they did take video of us outside the office.
You said, are you going to keep, because I told some people in the newsroom you're going to keep it all week.
Well, I've kept it since, I do the whole entire month of October.
I know.
But because Halloween is on a Monday,
Which is
I'm going to
today.
take it all the way.
Oh, we got some down here.
We've got,
All sugared up.
sweet and spooky.
I'm getting
I like
all
that.
sugared
Yeah,
up.
that's
But you
our
are so
set.
generous to
Like,
our newsroom.
It's so
But
fun.
I made an empty promise. I hope not. Like, will we have some candy tomorrow, too?
Yes, I'm
Until
going to
it
take
runs
it
out.
all the way till Friday, and then, kick it in Thanksgiving, Christmas. But you know what happens tomorrow. We're going to talk about it later on in the show.
Oh, I'm all for it,
You're going
as
to
you
be okay with
I'm all
it
for
happening
it.
tomorrow?
Yes.
What happens at the stroke of midnight tonight? Did you see Mariah Carey all on social media? The stroke of midnight.
I'm a huge fan of Christmas music.
See, Cheryl is here for it too.
Yeah.
So I
well,
know she's ready for it.
Are you? Well, we're going to talk about it later. So save your Christmas
I was
music.
like, where are we? What's happening at midnight? What am I missing?
Right, well,
There's
you gotta
a
come
wall between us, and I feel so isolated.
We'll get you all filled in. Yeah, so she's in another studio. We're all going to gather in the same studio, and we'll get you up to speed.
No, the stroke of midnight, Cheryl, is, what happens at stroke of midnight?
No.
It
We
changes.
turn into pumpkins.
Right, the pumpkins turn into Santa. See? Greg
One
is
of
on the
local
ones and
stations
twos. Yeah, we're gonna
starts playing Christmas.
Yeah.
I already have it on my Spotify. I'm ready to go.
It's all the dates made. You know how
Peanuts
many
Christmas.
days? It's 55 days.
55, I knew that.
Right.
It's 55 degrees.
See? Perfect. See, Cheryl?
I have
Cheryl
the
did
Christmas
that.
calendar right here.
What's going to happen when it says 70, though? 'Cause that's
Exactly.
coming,
It's
right?
certainly not going to feel like it's close to Christmas in terms of our calendar and weather as we go into this week. So that's good. We do have some things to talk about. You can even keep that Halloween music playing because we have that fog out there, and that's going to be the case as we head overnight. More patchy, dense fog, and the visibilities are dropping. Oswego, less than a quarter of a mile. Plainfield, about 3/4 of a mile. We've just lost all control in this newscast. But yes, overnight and early tomorrow. If you woke up early today and you encountered that dense fog, more of the same of that tonight and into early tomorrow, so we could potentially see a patchy dense fog advisory issued here in the near future. So we're monitoring that. That will be the concern overnight. The rainfall is exiting the area. For this evening, temperatures are staying fairly mild in the 50s and live Doppler 7 max right now. We are quiet. We do have a few showers that were in northwest Indiana, and they continue to dissipate, so a few sprinkles holding on, but that is about it. Across the Great Lakes, the Ohio River Valley, and over towards the Mid-Atlantic, getting in on the rain action. That World Series game postponed because of the rain, so they're not getting that in tonight. And temps outside here, upper 40s and 50s. So again, mild weather, and it's getting even warmer as we go into the middle of this week. Overnight, we clear it out. Tomorrow afternoon, our high temperatures going into the mid to upper 60s. So it's going to be a beautiful day because we're going to get you that sunshine back in place. Mostly sunny skies here, comfortable, pleasant conditions. A lot of warmth here in the middle of the country, and that's what's moving in our direction. Our temps going well above the average. And for October, you can see all the red and blue, almost half and half, but we had a few more days above average. For the month, we finished off with that average temperature at about 54 degrees, so just below average. A pretty average October. As we go into the start of November, take a look at these high temperatures. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, low 70s, low to mid 70s. Our average last 70-degree day occurs on October 29th. Last year it was October 20th, so we're exceeding that. And we're just going to excel here with our temperatures into November. It's certainly not going to feel like it's the holiday season. We're dry for this work week, and then we do have rain chances returning to the area Saturday and Sunday. Futurecast showing Friday, very mild, also still dry. As we go into the start of the weekend on Saturday, clouds on the increase. We start off Saturday dry, rain showers developing during the late afternoon and evening, and then some steady heavy rain moving in Saturday night into early Sunday. So we are looking at that rain to impact the weekend, but mainly Saturday night into early Sunday. For tonight, temps falling off into the 40s, the showers ending, but patchy dense fog can be expected overnight into early tomorrow. We're looking at those temperatures above average here through the rest of this work week and into the start of the weekend. We do have those clouds building in. Saturday, we're looking at that high of 70 degrees. By Sunday, the showers end. We brighten it up. Temps back to near average. And by Monday, we get those highs back into the upper 60s. Back to you guys.
That looks phenomenal.
I know,
so good.
Tomorrow is going to be gorgeous.
Zombie properties and zombie foreclosures. This isn't just a Halloween, this is a thing.
Yeah, this is real.
What if the bank foreclosed on your property, but years later that foreclosure came back to haunt you?
Well, that is what is happening to several property owners who say they are facing several thousands of dollars in fines for homes they say they no longer even own. Consumer investigator Jason Knowles is here appropriately here on Halloween night to talk about the zombie property issue. What is a zombie property? First of all, the foreclosure that way.
Okay, well, first we're going to talk about zombie foreclosures. I do want to say this is one of the strangest and scariest stories I've covered in some time. No pun or to a Halloween, of course, but it is a scary story. So a zombie foreclosure is basically when the bank forecloses on somebody. They are facing that foreclosure, and the people think that they are done with this home. They think that, that they can move on. They can move on with their life. They faced foreclosure. Maybe there's a deed in lieu of foreclosure. But then what happens several years later is that the banks actually don't record the deed in the bank's name. And so the city ends up finding the original owner of these homes several years later when they think they are completely done with this home. And some people face these fines. They face thousands and thousands of dollars in fines in weeds, nuisance fines, demolition, water bills, even rats. These homeowners are fined because the bank failed to record the deed in its name. Now we're going to talk about a zombie property. A zombie property is very similar to a zombie foreclosure, only it's the new owner failed to record the deed in the owner's name. We're going to talk to a woman tonight that's haunted by a home from 60 years ago, more than 60 years ago. She discovered that this home was in her name through her father's estate. She didn't even know that this property existed. We're also going to talk to another woman who has several zombie foreclosures and zombie properties. Her wages are actually being garnished by the city. A really a sad story for these individuals.
So this is going to air tonight at 10 here. Is there anything to be done to solve or avoid this problem? Usually you find these issues, you do these stories, and then you find what are people doing to try and solve these issues, this problem?
Well, yeah, there could be a couple of things that could be done here. Now, first of all, our experts say what really could happen in theory is the city of Chicago or any other municipality could decide, you know what, we're going to actually forgive these fines for these people, and we are going to help them get the deeds in the proper names of the new owners or the owners of the banks, which are the new owners now. But it does not look like that is going to happen. Another thing that could happen is that the city could actually just say that they are going to forgive these fines if people actually turn over these properties to the city. That will probably not happen either. So here is the one chance for people. We're telling people call their legislators. There is an issue with the law in Illinois. There is no law that says that you have to actually record a deed in your name if you buy a property. So experts are telling us there needs to be a law that says that these banks must record the deed in their name within 60 to 90 days, and that would avoid all of this from happening. So what people could do at home is if this is an issue for them, they can call their state legislator. Also, if you're being foreclosed on, or if you're selling a property in like a short sale, or maybe it's a land contract, you need to follow up and do due diligence and make sure that that deed has been transferred into the proper name, and then you will not be haunted by these zombie foreclosures or zombie properties later on. But much more tonight at 10 and more tips and very, very interesting stories from these people. We talked to 3 people, and they're really in a tough situation.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So fascinating, and it could happen to anybody.
Yeah.
And you have no idea. You said 60 years ago. I mean, that could happen to anybody sitting right here and watching right now, and they had no idea the property is willed to them.
Well, not 60.
Right, a long time. Yeah, and it really can
10
be
years,
at all.
5 years. The reality is it could happen to you, no matter.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, and you make a
property
good
to
point,
you.
like senior citizens and the elderly, prime targets.
Or family
and
members.
they think they're done with the homes. They think they can move on. Especially, it's also sad if they've been foreclosed on or they're dealing with the foreclosure. You've already are kind of a victim or been hit once, and then you're hit again while you're down.
Right.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you at 10.
All
We'll
right.
post that here wherever you're streaming us right now. We'll see his complete report as well. Jason, we always like to have you live for a little talk back like now. So thanks for your time. I was waving at somebody that was pounding on the
That's
glass.
out on State Street. And of course, tomorrow we'll have the full report right here,
Put it right
streaming
here.
at 7 o'clock.
You got it. Instagram goes down on a big day for posts. Did it happen to you? As people try to share pictures of their Halloween costumes.
Plus, Halloween spending hits new highs, and there is one age group, that's determined to celebrate.
I wonder which one. We've got such a great crew. Steve, who's working tonight, he's like,
I know,
your
you look
tie's crooked.
so amazing.
This is as good
I
as
love
can
that.
get it, 'cause it's a hair clip, but I'm working on it.
It's a hair barrette.
A
Put
barrette.
it that way and then go that way, like that.
But then the
See?
wings are upside down.
That's okay.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's perfect. You look amazing and elegant. Like you're going to a gala.
When's the last time we've been here on the couch?
I know, I love it, right? We're celebrating. I've got my pumpkins lit up.
They flash.
Yeah, they're lit up and they're flashing.
Now,
so
all
we've
this
got
was in your office?
For the most part. Joel helped me out too.
Yeah, Joel, our stagehand, terrific.
Yeah.
He was working hard.
He's amazing too.
You got more
He
stuff.
set it up. Somebody's calling. Oh my goodness, somebody's calling. Oh, hello? Oh. I better hang up.
This show's not even close to going off the rails,
Yeah,
Cheryl.
we're just going to have
We're
fun.
just getting started.
Yeah.
Cheryl Scott's going to come and take a seat
We've got
with us.
candy for everybody, too, the whole crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do have some news stories.
All right, well, let's talk about
Fortunately, that we have to
inflation.
do. Yes.
Okay, but this is a really good story, though. Inflation is not stopping people from celebrating Halloween.
Spending expected to hit a new record, $10.6 billion.
What?
The National Retail Federation, says
Wow.
69% of people plan to celebrate. That's up from 65% last year, and an even higher number of younger adults will celebrate.
Consumers under the age of 25 are turning out in full force. About 87% say they're planning to celebrate the holiday this year, and we're seeing the highest levels of spending in areas like adult costumes that we've seen in about 5 years.
1 in 5 people plan to dress up their pets this Halloween.
Yes.
The Halloween spending expected to hit a new high, $710 million.
Did you dress up Snoop Dogg?
Well, Snoop is at home right now, making sure the trick-or-treaters are safe.
Right.
I think he was going to dress up as Snoop.
It's What kind of decorations when you dress up as Snoop? Do you have something green?
Yes. Well, it's a toy. It's a stuffed. It's a stuffed doobie.
Okay.
Not with weed, but with like a squeaker. And I've been waiting to try it out. Not
Did you take a picture?
Yeah, I need to. Oh, is my beat hanging out?
Oh my goodness.
I'm a mess.
Oh my goodness. Is Wendy at home passing out?
She
Wendy
might
and
be
John
watching. Yeah, she might be
passing
watching.
out to the trick-or-treaters.
But Snoop was going to be Snoop, and we wanted his sister to be Martha Stewart because she's.
Oh no, that would have been perfect.
She's a yellow lab and he's a black lab.
Right.
They're,
you have to get pictures. Maybe tomorrow we can kind of do a recap of everything.
We gave him a toy today. It was a little C-3PO, and in like 10 seconds he ripped the squeaker out. I mean, I'm not even kidding.
He
brought it over. I'm like, C-3PO.
See.
So we gotta be quick if we take the picture.
Staying in your Star Wars, because I was thinking you might have dressed up as Gragu.
You're close.
Yeah, Grogu. Yes. Oh, Rogu. Okay.
No, not Rogu. I think that's a sauce. Yeah. Yes, you're getting there.
Right,
You almost had it.
I am. I thought about you because I thought for sure you would dress up for that
Grogu?
this weekend. Yeah. And we talked about inflation. I saw the most perfect costume today. A young man had money glued all to him, and he had air, and it was inflating. So it was inflation. Do you get it?
Oh, yeah.
So it was money
Very
taped all over, and
air.
Air was inflating up.
That's
so
good.
it was inflation, right? And then I bought some bubble wrap, and I brought it, and that means you wrap it around you, and you're fragile. Isn't that good?
I like it. Yes.
Right.
The ones that really make you think.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah. Or you take a.
Show.
Yeah. We just got so many fun props here. Lots of candy.
Oh, that looks better.
Okay. So let's talk about this. This was certainly not ideal for Halloween posts. Not a good day because thousands of Instagram users had problems. Did you have problems?
No, I didn't.
Accessing the platform this morning. Instagram confirming it was looking into the issue and apologized for the inconvenience because this is perhaps one of the biggest days to post.
Did you have problems posting?
No, I did
good,
post,
good.
yeah. But I did have some family and friends that did say they had some
trouble?
issues.
I think they've got it all sorted out now.
Yeah.
Twitter is considering charging users to be verified. The little blue check mark lets people know an account is authentic. For example, politicians, celebrities, media, I have the check. It was hard. They have my information. But according to internal documents, Twitter's considering charging people $20 a month to be verified. People who don't pay for the product could lose their verified status. It's unclear if anyone will be exempt from that fee. For example, charities. People are freaking out. Twitter has been this.
Right.
It's always a cesspool of stuff. But
Elon
lately,
Musk just took over, and
he
so
did a
so
poll,
much speculation.
And if people would pay to be verified, and like 82% said no.
Wow.
I mean, people don't want to pay.
Right.
You shouldn't have to pay. So
but
I don't
if
know.
You're already verified.
Right. Do you have to pay 20? Would employers pay for that?
I don't know.
It's not a done deal yet. I hope they change their mind on it.
All right, let's talk about something fun and adorable, because we've been asking viewers, the ABC7 viewers, to share pictures of their Halloween displays and the costumes.
We want to share some of your pictures, so let's start with Candace Bennett, lives in Chicago. She says her son, Kier, loves Sonic the Hedgehog. I used to love that game. And was thrilled to dress up as Sonic for Halloween. Well done.
He looks great.
That's a good costume.
Right?
That game was so much fun.
Really, really good. Hey there. So sweet. And then Diana from Okina shared this picture of her dog, Stella, all dressed up as a cute pumpkin. A lot of people, this was the first Halloween for Stella. My niece is her first Halloween. She's a pumpkin as well. Apparently loves eating, playing, watching TV. Westerns are Stella's favorite, not Broadway productions.
She likes a good Western. What a cutie.
Yes, so sweet. Yeah, we got to get pictures of Snoop Dogg. So
yeah, can I have a piece of candy?
Yeah, have some candy.
I'm doing it today.
The spider. Oh God. Okay.
You have wardrobe changes, too.
I know. I just kind of
noticed.
added some things.
Oh, wait, Michelle's trying to talk
maybe
to us.
after a break. So,
Oh, tease.
all right.
Okay. We can't help falling in love with this Halloween costume.
This is
It's a
really
great story.
nice. Yeah.
The parents who work to make sure their kid has the same fun as others, and he is quite popular, riding in style today. Hey, we got somebody.
All right. Hey, of
It's
course.
so nice to
I know,
join
isn't
you
this
guys.
fun?
I know, we never see you. You're
We're going
always
to have fun, and
over
this is
there.
going to be a story that's going to move you.
It's a good one, yeah.
It's good for your heart and soul. This Halloween, one suburban family making sure their special needs son has the same experience as other children.
They've made him a special costume and are making sure he gets plenty of candy. John Garcia shows us their Halloween fun.
Absolutely. Hanging out here in church with one of my good buddies here, and we're actually enjoying a little Halloween concert, a little organ music, which of course, you know, it's a special Halloween treat. Halloween, of course, is a great tradition, and we met with a family who is trying to ensure that that tradition is good for everyone.
On this day, 14-year-old Owen Anderson feels like the king. He suffered a significant brain injury in a near-drowning accident 11 years ago. Owen is nonverbal and gets around with a walker, but on Halloween, none of that matters.
There's so many things that other kids do that he can't do, and this is the one time of year where they're looking at him like, oh my gosh, he's so cool.
Halloween has become a huge tradition for the family as parents create different costumes every year, from Clark Kent in a phone booth, to a hot air balloon pilot, to the Greatest Showman. The ideas often come from movies, and this year, the Elvis movie is big.
He lights up. I mean, you can see his smile. He's a changed person when he's in costume.
Lots of schools have Halloween parades for kids, like this one this afternoon at a Barrington Elementary School. Owen is a freshman at Palatine High School, where he did a trunk or treat last week, and he was the star of the show.
People are always looking differently at the special needs kids. At least we feel they are. So this is the one day or one time of the year where, you know, he's the special guy.
And his parents are determined to keep the tradition going for as long as Owen will let them.
As long as he is smiling, we're going to keep doing it.
Owen is just such a treat. To see that smile on his face is amazing. Music continuing here in church, and my buddy and I still enjoying it. We're expecting, now that school is out, to have a bunch of trick-or-treaters coming through here very soon, and we're going to start handing out some candy. Live in Barrington, John Garcia, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Well done.
I
well
was
done.
worried that piano player was going to turn around and be like a skeleton or something, right? A little freaky.
Yeah, what a great story. John Garcia, and John's costume was really nice too. He said his children called him the old man costume. But I
no,
thought
wait,
it was...
hold on. You're handing these out, and both of us
Yeah,
put
why
them on.
do
I look
we-
over,
you've
you're
got
not
nothing.
the third
all right,
one.
because I
Yeah.
thought it was going to be the next break. But okay, no worries. I'll get into it.
No,
'cause
I'm
you know
gonna
I've
keep
got
this. I'm
time.
gonna keep this on.
Next break.
Let's talk about that story. Wasn't that beautiful? I mean, so elaborate, so creative. The pink Cadillac back. Elvis, just really well done.
Yeah, and he
Kudos
seems to
to
have
the
a great
parents.
time. Oh,
I
that's
know.
been.
Ooh, the Powerball.
Yeah.
Oh, you want
Looking good. All right.
The Powerball's next, yes. Winning the Powerball would certainly be a treat this Halloween. Ahead tonight, the special giveaway that had people lining up for free tickets. We were there. They got a chance at free tickets. I hope one of them wins.
Wow.
Feeling lucky this Halloween? Well, $1 billion up for grabs in tonight's Powerball drawing. Michelle Gallardo spoke to some people with lotto fever.
We're just a short while away from those potentially winning numbers being drawn. And boy, has this convenience store been at the center of the Powerball craze. Folks lining up here for a chance to win. Earlier this morning, the Illinois Lottery bringing out a little game to spice things up, offering folks a chance to grab, that's right, grab as many free tickets as they could. 5 seconds. That is how long folks had inside this Illinois Lottery booth to scoop up as many free tickets as possible. Some managed only 1 or 2, others well over a dozen. But hey, it only takes one, right? One of those 15, the lucky one? I sure hope so. The line outside the Southwest Side Lucky Mart was nearly 2 blocks long at one point. Being Halloween just added to the fun, with many a participant coming out in costume. Organizers going way over the 1,000 tickets they initially planned to hand out, as 375 people showed up, some as early as 7 a.m. for the 11:30 start.
People want a reason to dream, and this game offers that opportunity. And so, and people do win. So it's not an impossible dream.
It is, however, a 1 in 300 million dream, but still one worth having for those wanting to take their chances.
It's the excitement, it's the thrill, it's the rush. So, you probably get struck by lightning before you win, but it's just something to do and have fun. It's the thrill of it, yeah.
I feel like I'm going to be a winner. I don't have to have it all. I'm amongst the needy, not the greedy. Several of us can win now. I just want to know my name is in the kitty, right?
But what is in those billion-dollar champagne wishes and caviar dreams? As it turns out, a lot of charity.
It's a lot. If I get it all, we all win.
Bless everybody that needs it. Everybody that needs it. That's my main goal, to bless everybody who needs it. And in these times right now, a whole lot of people need it.
And as it turns out, this Lucky Mart has sold the most winning Powerball tickets in Illinois so far this year. Will they once again sell a winning ticket tonight? Well, I guess we'll find out soon. In Wrightwood, I'm Michelle Gallardo, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Rooting for them.
Cannot wait. If we're not here at this time tomorrow night, you know what happened. So
You got your tickets? You guys got your tickets?
yeah, this is
Heck
kind
yes.
of my play on the lottery, the Powerball.
Okay.
Witch and Famous.
That's good.
Famous.
That's good.
Witch and Famous.
Yeah.
You see, Witch and Famous.
That is freaking me out. What is that?
This? It's so cute.
No, it's
Mwah.
not.
See, just puckered up. This is so cute. Like, this is adorable. And she has a partner, too.
Oh,
like, she does. She has a mate partner.
Somewhere around
that's
here.
around
Is he
here.
over there?
Yeah,
He's
I think
behind
he's, he has, like, overalls on.
It's just over my shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
and the
presenting
switch.
you a black
There's a
rose.
whole thing happening
telling
behind
you.
me here.
Do you know this was all in her office?
Yeah.
You need to open a holiday decor shop.
I know. I love it. It's so much fun. And Joel helped me, of course. He came down here and get the spider.
Where's that TV upstairs? That one didn't come
The TV,
down.
it's right there. We need to go turn it on. If you want to turn it on,
I
and
will.
like, well, we
Yeah.
gotta like turn it on. We
I'm
can
gonna
do it
in the
in a
next
break or
segment
something.
that thing is terrifying.
Yeah, it's
in fact,
kinda
I think they made you
fun.
turn it off upstairs though, because I'm like, what is that?
Oh, cobwebs and spiders. Ooh.
Hey, they've
maybe
got-
like I
I
could
think
put a
I'm in the-
spell on the Powerball.
Right, that's right.
win.
What you say?
Can you put a spell on
Rich
all?
and famous.
I'm happy
Rich
to
and
split
famous.
all of that with you guys.
Oh, for
Can
sure.
we all win?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
You have a read.
I do. Here we go. We want to share some more of your Halloween pictures. Kathy shares this picture of her grandson, Zane. Can you tell who he is? She says, I need a quote. He's Jake from State Farm, which is so funny because my nephew dressed like the same thing. Jake from State Farm.
So
Who knew this was such a
adorable.
popular
This
costume?
is a good costume.
The commercials are fantastic. And
Oh, there's Lainey and Noah.
And what's Lainey?
She's a zombie cheerleader. Oh my
Okay.
gosh, they're so cute.
And then she's hanging out with Jake from State Farm.
Yep,
Well,
so
at least
cute.
you already got a money person, insurance. So if you win the
covered.
Powerball, you know,
They can
Jake from
definitely
State Farm will take
Got
care
two
of you.
Jakes to
Yeah.
help you. The little guy who just showed too.
So cute. And check out this adorable Pillsbury Doughboy. William is just 10 months old. He's celebrating his first Halloween this year. Oh my gosh.
He's got a couple.
See the first one.
He's got.
Did you know he has a handkerchief around his neck?
I mean,
Did you realize that?
so
the Pillsbury
Even
Doughboy?
tied into like a little.
Yeah.
Very much like mine.
That was on Jeopardy. That's how I remember. That was a question on Jeopardy.
That's a handkerchief
Yeah.
tied around the Pillsbury
Most
Doughboy.
people didn't know that. So I know I'm full of trivia.
The knowledge.
Happy, happy, happy Halloween, boiling troubles. Yes.
Plenty of Halloween stories left tonight, if you can believe it.
Okay.
Including the surveys on best and worst candies. I have a hard time looking at you with a straight face. That creepy pumpkin dude or woman, whatever that is.
I think she's adorable.
What's your best and worst candy? We're going to talk about it.
All right, we'll talk about it. Oh, well.
My bunny ears to get
Yeah.
it away. That TV was making weird noises before.
You got to turn it back on.
In honor of Halloween, we're sharing the best and
Okay.
worst Halloween candies.
Okay, candystore.com used its own sales and survey for all the data, of course, plus the data from 12 other lists to come up with these rankings. So here it goes. When it comes to the worst candies, number 3, peanut butter kisses? Not Hershey's.
think of
Those
a lot worse.
plain orange
Yeah,
and black
right?
ones wrapped candy. Okay.
Oh, I know. Yes, those
Okay.
things. Okay, number 2, candy corn, down from the top spot last year. We were talking about that.
See, my sister thinks I look like candy corn today.
I don't think you do. You look
Got
great.
some bling candy corn around the neck.
Orange and black are the colors of Halloween.
Yes.
We all look like candy corn.
And number 1 goes to circus peanuts. That's what I was thinking about.
That was in my head.
Yeah, the
before
peanut.
you even said it.
Like
yes.
The soft one. I don't.
Gross.
Those aren't the worst.
Delicious. Circus peanuts?
Yeah, they're
Like
not.
the mushy? No.
Yes.
No, I don't know about those. I
Yeah,
only
it
know the
looks-
real kind.
No, I know those are great.
Oh, yeah,
like,
real.
We call them the elephant
yeah.
peanuts, the
Like the real-
shell.
Yeah,
Oh, I
you
just
po-
eat the
they're
shell.
so good.
Those peanuts are fine.
Yeah.
We're talking
okay.
about like the.
It looks orange, like it's a soft marshmallow.
Oh, one of those, like,
it's a marshmallow.
It's like a peep, but
Okay,
a peanut.
People at home are going, it's a marshmallow.
All right.
The top 3 candies. Are you ready?
All right, we probably got them amongst us.
Oh, I bet
All
you
right.
have great-
Okay, yep. There you go. Snickers, number 3. We got a classic.
Just ate it.
Yeah, there you go. Snickers, of course. Then holding up number 2 would be M&M's. Same spot last year. And then Cheryl, what's number 1?
Reese's peanut butter cups. Always a
Right
fave. You know what's
there.
even better when you put them in the freezer? Has anyone ever done that?
Freeze it and
Cold Reese's peanut butter cups.
And then, you know what you do? Then you take vanilla ice cream and you can smash them in there.
Ooh, like a smoothie, like
you go.
ooh, a McFlurry-ish.
Yeah.
But call it your own thing. Yeah, or make your own.
Wow.
Ooh, we could do that. Yeah, sweet and spooky. Yeah, that kind of describes us today.
I think the phone's ringing again.
I think it's time to do the weather.
Oh, yes, do the weather. Somebody,
Yes.
Doesn't it make a noise?
Yeah, somebody's calling us?
Yeah, who is it?
Hello. Ooh.
I think it's someone asking for the forecast.
Right. Yeah.
You can't snort.
What is
Don't you hang up on me. Go ahead, Cheryl.
Okay.
Oh, see.
All right. Oh, I gotta find my clicker.
It's over there
All
by the
these things.
freaky pumpkin face.
Oh, there's Witch and Famous.
Here we go.
All right, the showers are ending. We do have some dense fog that will be developing overnight tonight and early tomorrow, so that will be the concern while traveling. Other than that, weather is looking spectacular. No spook in this forecast. Plenty of sunshine, highs well above average. We're going to climb into the low to mid 70s through the rest of this work week. By Saturday, rain moving in very late Saturday night into early Sunday. But guys, it's November and we have a stretch of 70-degree weather. This is beyond our typical average last date for a 70-degree day in the area.
We noticed Frankenstein has like microphones coming out of his head.
Right, because that's what we do here.
Right.
Yeah.
Because normally they would come out of here.
Right, but we have special
Yeah,
Frankensteins.
he also is a
So,
TV
and a
personality.
3D one back there.
And his batteries.
Tonight at 10, Frankenstein.
Stuff we do.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to take a short break, everybody, but we'll be right back on the other side with more fabulous Halloween treats. Did you have fun?
I did.
Was it a trick or treat for you? We hope you had
it was
a
awesome.
happy Halloween.
I like where we can be people.
Yes, and for Snoop Dogg, a Halloween.
Oh, he's going to get his little plastic doobie out and eat a lot of dog food.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
It's so
we'll
much
see you
fun.
tonight at 10 over on ABC7. Be safe out there and enjoy. Good night.
Oh, nice. Gravestone.
Oh, gravestone cut. So cool.
Creative.